what was the moment, it was probably different points of life for each of you, that you realized, okay, I'm creating content, I built this audience, but now this can be my full-time job. What was that moment for each of you?
Yeah, I think pretty early on I realized that there was an area in the, I chose the niche really of college football when I started and chose to be very targeted in that approach. I knew right away, once videos started getting some views and I started, when you get like your first, the first time I got recognized in public where it wasn't like, oh, the football player, it was the TikToker, that was an interesting moment where I realized that this is getting traction. And I felt like there was a void in kind of that young college football space where you had a lot of older broadcasters that were on network television for a while, but you didn't have a young voice speaking to Gen Z and millennials about the sport. And when I first did my first few brand deals and had some opportunities and worked with some of the, whether it's gaming or fantasy companies, and saw how much there was companies out there who wanted attention on social media and wanted new users that could be driven, that's when I realized that I need to go all in on this, right? Like when you strike gold, keep digging. And I felt like I did, and just kind of went all in and started posting even more content and invested in a team to make sure I could do it efficiently.
Yeah, at first I would have said in high school, like when I first started doing my first brand deals and I learned that you can make money from doing this, that was like a crazy concept to me, and I would have never guessed that that was even a possibility. But at that point I still my long-term plan wasn't to do social media. I wanted to study marketing and do something in business, who knows. But then coming here and starting to get more into the sports content, going to my first Super Bowl, more opportunities started coming, MLB All-Star Weekend. And I mean, I think like a lot of people say, when you're doing a job that you love, like you're never actually working, you're doing what you love and there's benefits to it. So I think now that I'm able to go to these events and do these things that I never would have dreamed of, that's like I'm all in, and I'm excited to just keep going along with the wave and see what comes up. I think that I don't have an exact plan of where I want this to go, but I'm taking it day by day, and hopefully whether it's me working for an ESPN or a bigger network, or me just continuing to build my own channel, like it's exciting to see that there are a lot of different possibilities that can come from this, but it 100% has led to a career that I think will keep going for a while.